Success isn't a sprint, it's a steady climb, beginning with the smallest stride. The old adage, a trek of 1,000 leagues starts with one pace, rings true, but it's more apt to say it begins with a tentative shuffle. Far too often, people lunge for grand victories without mastering the basics. Picture someone, weary and unfit, vowing to shed 30 pounds. They plunge into starvation diets, grueling 3-hour workouts, and a 15-mile trek. A week in, exhaustion and cravings unravel their resolve. By month's end, they're back to lounging with snacks, the dream discarded. Rather than vaulting ahead, prosperity favors the gentle nudge forward. Lasting triumph in wealth, or any pursuit, hinges not on boldness alone, but on persistence, time, and direction. Countless souls stumble by overreaching with scant resources, only to falter and fall. It's tough to inch along when mired in a pit of past missteps, needing a foothold just to start. Taming the Titan. This guide unveils 7 stages to steer toward the profit-making realms of the economic landscape. For some, these may loom large, like scaling a mountain in a single bound. Yet, empires aren't forged overnight. When the load feels crushing, ponder. How does one conquer a colossus? The reply, one piece at a time. Approach the shift from labor-heavy to gain-savvy zones with patience. After months of small advances, the rhythm strengthens. Walking becomes jogging, then a full run. Mastery demands progression, not haste. For those craving instant riches, a raffle ticket might tempt, but fortune rarely favors the rash. Motion trumps stagnation. Hesitation often chains workers and soloists to their familiar ground. Dread of missteps whispering, "What if I falter?" or "I need more clarity first." Such doubts cement them in place. Engaging these 7 stages, paired with practical moves outlined later, sparks a journey toward possibility. Action ignites change where inertia breeds regret. The mantra, "Step up and do," outshines the classroom's never err. Too many, schooled to dread failure, freeze, bright minds stunted by fear. A global survey once probed how the impoverished rise to riches. 3 traits emerged. They envision far horizons and chart the course. They embrace patience over instant reward. They harness the magic of gradual growth. These trailblazers gazed beyond the now, trusting steady effort would yield bounty. They traded fleeting pleasures for enduring gains. Like a seed compounding into a forest, their wisdom multiplied with each lesson learned. Conversely, dynasties crumble when heirs chase quick thrills, squandering that growth for short-sighted splurges. Today, some balk at long-haul strategies, craving fast fixes for debts born of excess. Live for today becomes a trap, twisting growth into burdens. They demand secrets to instant wealth, missing the deeper shift required, who they must grow into. A gentle ambition. Goals penned on paper often bloom into reality. Seminars on aspiration teach that towering dreams unfold through humble strides. Rather than strain as a titan, thrive as a quiet achiever. Savor the small wins. They pave the path to grand visions. Consider a modest aim. Digest 1 podcast weekly, replaying gems as needed. Or commit to 2 annual retreats delving into wealthcraft, perhaps vacationing with sages of commerce. Learning amid leisure. These soft goals propel toward audacious ends with ease. Investments mirror this. Start slim, expanding as skill swells. Fitness follows suit. Steady drills escalate to peak form. Dream vast, then chip away daily. Each victory, a buoy on the voyage to freedom. Rewrite the playbook. The game's shifted. Many nod, yet cling to outdated moves. In workshops unveiling fiscal health, participants map their money's flow. A revelation akin to peering through a lens at hidden truths. Those ailing often clutch industrial-era notions, blind to tomorrow's needs. Once, labor promised care. Now, self-reliance rules. Financial snapshots reveal who's poised for ease or strain. Tomorrow's portrait, a simple ledger speaks volumes. Yesterday, Liabilities, debts amassed. Today, expenses, daily outflows. Tomorrow, assets, wealth engines. Those barren of income-spinning holdings face a future of toil. Bills devour paychecks, with taxes and loans siphoning first, leaving little for the earner. Without cash command, the years ahead loom grim. Workers lack shields against these drains. Even soloists can pivot better. 3 flow paths wealth traces distinct trails, the destitute, the middling, and the affluent. The poorest channel all through labor, earnings vanish to costs. The middle tier, lauded as prudent, boast jobs, homes, and cards, yet their flow mirrors a fragile norm. A tabletop game, Wealthways, unveils this literacy shift. Players wrestle at first, decoding a new tongue of figures. With repetition, insight dawns, fun fueling speed. Many spy their own peril. A pattern frail in today's flux. A wake-up call to rethink. The affluent path, nurtured from youth, prizes assets over paychecks, gains from ventures, rents, dividends. It's a modern blueprint, thriving on savvy, not sweat. In today's era, brain power outstrips brawn. Hard toil earns least, as history proves. Work clever now means mastering profit zones, not labor lanes. The shift begins relearn to see as the prosperous do, through the lens of builders and investors. This isn't mere coursework. It demands fiscal wit, system know-how, and emotional grit. Skills schools sidestep. Adults, wired to toil and spend, flee anxiety through labor or distraction, not strategy. Start lean. Seek knowledge over rash bets. A game like Wealthways. Rewires thought, blending mind, heart, and hands to favor assets, not salaries. It's relief from cash woes, not cash itself, that frees. Breaking the cycle, take a financier. Outwardly thriving. Family, cars, estates, yet teetering on ruin. His ledger screamed trouble. At Wealthways. First round, he floundered, restless, and lost, deeming it dull. Mirrors reflect habits. He saw his chaos. Committed, he returned. Lights flickered on. Numbers clicked. Patterns emerged. By the third bout, he commanded the board, exiting the grind with glee, eager to teach his kin. Expenses trimmed, cards curbed, he dove into asset building. At the 5th session, he tackled Wealthways Advance, a high-stakes dance he now craved. From seeking ease, he chased challenge, reborn for the modern age through playful repetition. The power of play games trump lectures, engaging fully, they reshape through joy. Step wisely, for greatness builds not in leaps, but in steady, small strides.